A day without news means the world has come to an end. Record appointment of GRA boards or face unpalatable protests from S. NDC group to President Mahama. A group named NDC Loyalists Against Injustice has expressed its displeasure over President John Mahama's appointment of Anthony K. Sapon as Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority. According to the group, the GRA boss is a non-sympathizer of the opposition New Patriotic Party and may not effectively serve the government's interest in the discharge of his duties. The group stated that it hoped that the people who worked tirelessly for the NDC to secure victory in the 2024 general election will be adequately rewarded and not overlooked or sidelined for any reason. And I quote the loyalist. His appointment of Mr. Anthony K. Sapon is shocking and disappointing because this is a man who has direct ties to the opposition New Patriotic Party. In fact, Sapon was appointed by the President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo to serve in the Institute of Chartered Accountants, Ghana, in September 2020. It said, what makes this more troubling is the fact that such a person who served alongside other known NPP aligned personalities like Mrs. Mami Yatiwa Adudankwa, who also became the boss at the Iyoko and Organized Crime Office, would be given such a distinguished political appointment ahead of the world of other experienced NDC figures. These individuals have committed their time and efforts to this great party, helping it win its decisive election in 2024, as has also been emphatically represented in the Parliament of Ghana, it added. And there again, he stated that we are, by this release, serve notice to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama that we are appalled and completely disgusted by this appointment to the GRA and demand that he, as a matter of urgency, recalls this appointment or risks facing very unpalatable protests from us. So these are the words from the statements by the NDC loyalists against injustice against the appointment of Anthony K. Sapon as GRA Commissioner General by His Excellency John Mahama. Moving on, NPP's election defeat was spiritual, General Secretary. So the General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, Justin Frimpong Kudia, believes that there was a spiritual dimension to the party's heavy defeat on December 2024 general elections. He based his point on a low voter turnout among the party's members across the country, which he believes was not normal. So in an interview on Ash FM, the lawyer and politician also stated that some pastors and others who should have stood by the party and pray and support it spiritually pulled back because they were angry. And I quote, I'll use this medium to appeal to pastors who intercede for the NPP. This is because a lot of spiritual machinations went on ahead of the 2024 general elections. This is really happened in the spiritual realm, and that is what I see and believe. Spiritually, we lost the elections. Some pastors who should have stood in the gap and intercede for us, some women of prayer who should have gone on their knees and pray for us refused to do so because there was a lot of anger. It is not usual. Out of 16 regions, it is as thought that the MPP members rang themselves and told other that they will go and cast their votes. It just cannot happen like that. That we vote on Saturday and yet a huge number of party supporters refuse to go and vote for the party.
Ene memfa ofidie so se bia sofofo a omodima party no sunsumu e se abato e koto ye fozi me say enye niso
okay ohun se
sunsumu no ma ye adwuma
okay
Be bet in my head, you meet me, my but the me na make.
Yeah.
Say spiritually, we lost the elections. If it's a sebi, asofophobia na so mo so ejina maye. Sebi ye maame mu bia omo come na so bompaye. Ye papa mu come na so bompaye ma party omo te dai. If say dey bufu e dey e wo. If say Foxy, enko ba say 16 regions. I say NPP for efa fon frɛ mo ho say abane enkoto.
Asem.
They say intimacy. If say then na ye koto aba Saturday. It's time for dodo na so mo koto aba no. Oko north the same. Oba Buna the same. Ahafu same. Ashanti same. Western region. Baby almost so mo koto aba no. And you tell me say when you sunsun masem.
BBC.
If you say ebia askwa for so mo koto kra. Okay, askwa for the so mo koto. Ebia constituency askwa so mo ntwa mampon do mo to. Or ebia do me kwabenya for to. But for your stronghold, is it the Koba say? Ebia Sunyani West, Sunyani East, Domi Kwabenya. It's midi Nkuku was ha. Conference go ha. Indi Nkuku da. Bit miss. Enti no member Koswa Ankui. Na Edu Samria. Sabies will be a sojourner.
Also, nobody is going to agree for you to have even one excess of your 60 promised ministers, Kwesi Pratt wants Mahama. Kwesi Pratt, a managing editor of the Insight newspaper, has admonished that President John Dramani Mahama to adhere to his promise of keeping only 60 ministers in his administration. According to him, it is time for the Ghanaian people to hold statesmen accountable for their promise during an election. I have heard some NDC members saying, even though the president promised 60 ministers, if he gets an excess, maybe 2 or 1, making it 62 or 61, it's okay. It's never okay. Nobody is going to take that. He promised that he will give us 60 ministers, and we are looking at only 60 ministers, he said.
Mostly NDC for you and NDC for you because say oh my penny worker say 60 ministers there now so bana say 62 65 e be fa sa masa ye mfa bibia sa kadna ye mfa bibia sa
oh sa over
o shebo so be my 60 ministers 60 ministers ye hwese ye benya. In fact, media, many vegetable crashes or share boss 60, no, now or banana feed na 58. Me born a basso off. Now, say, Cobru 60, no, opening a Cobru 60 no by 1/4 cry empty. Yes, I see. Say, yes, our concessions, 2 there and 5 there and 5. Ye be a coin be a man, a man penny, no one man penny. Ah, woman be a boy on the it is what shop boss 60 years, 61 years ago, or the bath for more better than if a born a basso. Now, 60 need a Bruce Bakukra, 60 ministers. That's all. 58, Ebejatum, 61, Yanjin 2, 30 ministers, Ebejatu. Now, Massa, who should share ministerial positions now? So, say it was 16 regions. So. And so far ministers for regions no nkwa without deputies and nkwa is 60. Let me tell you. 16 regions, 16 regional
32.
There is without deputies.
16. Sure. Okay.
Now it is possible to appoint ministers for the regions without deputies. Deputies no more there. Now municipal and district chief executives they be a omugu region where you don't have no more. And also here say benya minister. Yes, deputy.
Of MMDC.
Into who here? Intermediate. A coming qua 16 ministers. Okay. Now, name Kadna.
Over.
Region Bikura in districts in the 5. Now, we are regional minister original in districts in the 5. We have deputy. Into 16 now say what 16 regions need dole. I say now 16 ministers if you. Master, Uber national level, ministers no cry be or here deputy. To be honest with you, everyone here deputy. Me, my head more ministry spend. My head more Ministry of Fuel and Power pay. My head more Ministry of Youth and Sports pay. My head more ministry pay. And Nana come here the minister pay. Master, ministers need you or Juma Ben pa no more. Alabraka. Ministers need you or
Man Pratt.
No more ya. A broso treso. Adeng.
Man Pratt.
Master.
Over.
Never try money be wa kan. And I'm not joking. I know what I'm talking about. Ministers near file be a friend no speeches file. Oh. Na speeches file no speech I no fiti Kwame Nkrumah breso ni ade na abi hu bi wo. It is a minister near inviting so uncle function be na open speech na obaze e man speech. Near kuku cruise speeches file. No open speech be any occasion no say. Master now the amount type is no assistant date any title near. We all come out say here. Obekwa come out say here. Indeed, most ministries, and not all ministers, most ministries are run by the chief directors. Wamu no hands-on, wamu ye. Enti ministers do and puntu jumamba. Ministers do and sacrashri. It's just an avenue of creating more big men and big women with huge facilities at their disposal. In fact, ministers is here cost there. E could do pensobia. Na ministers no. Every weekend near Breon and San no mama would be entertaining guest. Masa and then Sakumao Charlie Kadna and then Sakumao and San Papa Nibo ding whiskey, gin, brandy, and the account near swabber for the minister's entertainment. We need a bit me trust. Bit me trust cry who here. Enti Sabona or man penny for John Dramani Mahama share say or betty ministers no so about 60 me for super not me ya a be born a basso a be danasi oh so to me Eddie or say ayo
so what